Let's return now to our top story, the controversial National Security Bill for Hong Kong. Adrian Brown tells us how the legislation will affect people.
You find it off a busy street, up a narrow staircase, where walls are festooned with stickers advocating Hong Kong's separatism and mocking China's leaders. The building is home to a bookstore specializing in literature sympathetic to Hong Kong's protest movement. And that, the owner concedes, makes him a potential target for China's new security law.
Selling books, especially us, there were titles on separatism, on Hong Kong independence that we sell. So these might be things that got us in trouble sometime later.
He has reason to worry. In 2015, another Hong Kong bookseller disappeared into Chinese custody for 6 months following a visit to the mainland. The clock is ticking for the imposition of a law that journalists say could severely restrict freedom of speech, enshrined in the deal that Britain and China did before the handover in 1997.
So we're concerned over many questions as to whether we can interview pro-independence advocates, film people calling for an end to one-party rule or criticising the government. But beyond that, we're concerned that we won't get answers at all to these questions and that this law is going to be vaguely worded, broadly applied in the same way that it is in the mainland to stifle dissent.
Not so, say China's leaders. They insist the new law will only target a minority of what are termed troublemakers who threaten China's national security. But in a sign of what may be to come, 15 veteran pro-democracy figures have gone on trial, accused of taking part in an illegal assembly. They include Albert Ho, who says he's prepared for jail.
I may have to risk my safety, my liberty. That is something I'm prepared for, but I won't give it up.
The new security law could be in place by July the 1st, the 23rd anniversary of Hong Kong's return to Chinese rule. The timing of this new law comes ahead of elections, which are due in September. Critics say it creates the conditions for China's leaders to disqualify candidates that they consider disloyal or a threat to national security. Adrian Brown, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.